All right, The Flash was a TV show that started this year. We all like superheroes. We all like TV. This is one of the few shows that all three of us have watched, and so we thought we would get not just my opinion on it, but everybody's. And so I'm going to start off. I'm not a huge fan of this show. I thought it started off horribly. It got better. It did get better. I'll give it that. So I know both of you
We're big fans.
Liked it a lot more.
We're big fans
Yes,
of the
we
Flash.
are big fans.
I don't know about Brandon. The Flash is my favorite superhero.
I don't know. Say like third, maybe fourth.
Third? Okay, that's pretty good. I think he's like top
Don't
six.
have to rank them.
I would agree with Alex that the Flash didn't start off too good. Actually, the first episode I couldn't stand.
It was
It was
bad.
bad. I didn't like how they portrayed Barry. But
I do not. Yeah, that's my big problem with it. I'm gonna review it right now. Is that I hate the actor that's playing Barry.
I like him more now than I did in the first episode. And as the show progressed, I do think it got a whole lot better.
It did.
A whole lot better.
I had a very different reaction than both of you. I really enjoyed the first episode. I really enjoyed the first episode. I think it adapts what?
Nothing.
Keep going.
I think that it has a really. It has a comic book feel. Like when you see certain scenes, it seems like they're straight out of the comic books.
No,
And
I
think
don't.
that's
I would
really
disagree with that. I don't
Yeah.
think it has a comic book.
No,
feel.
you're wrong.
No way.
Why?
It just doesn't feel like a comic book.
It
because
doesn't.
You know why?
It's-
It's not actually a comic book.
Yeah,
It's
The
no, it's not
a
action
show.
sequences.
Like
the shot
there are
figure.
some like movies, like for example the movie Watchmen, I think, and the movie Sin City are two great examples of that looks like a comic book.
Yeah.
Flash does not.
I don't mean like the whole show in general. I mean like some scenes, like when they're showing the superpowers and stuff, like the stuff that they do, that looks like it would be like a comic book panel, which I think is pretty
Okay.
cool.
I don't know if I would
Yeah.
agree with that, but okay.
And I think I like Barry. At the beginning, he was kind of annoying, the actor. I think he's fine. I don't have a problem with him
No, I
particularly.
definitely like him a whole lot better now.
Yeah, I like
I'm gonna point out by far with me the hugest by far problem with this show is the structure, which is we're gonna introduce a new villain every week. And all of them are gonna suck. That are not Captain.
Very
that
underdeveloped.
aren't Captain Cold.
They're all very,
Captain
very
Cold and then
underdeveloped.
Professor Zoom were the only two good villains on that
We
show.
don't know if he was Professor Zoom yet. We're not too.
Well,
positive.
no, I mean Reverse Flash. Sorry, but the Steel Bully. That was my least favorite episode of the show. I hated that show.
Yeah, he was a pretty bad.
Was it
one.
Weather Wizard at the beginning? I hated
Weather
it.
Wizard? I think that was his brother.
Doesn't matter.
But he was-
Mr.
I like that.
Mr. Weather guy.
Mr. Weather.
By far the worst episode of the show is when Barry has to fight gas.
I thought that was really.
That
cool.
was so dumb.
Back to the thing you said about the steel guy. I thought it was stupid how Barry, after he caught him, had to gloat to his face and show him his identity, and then they copped out by killing him like the next episode.
Yeah, that was pretty
Spoilers.
awesome. I like killing.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously that was a huge problem. I'm like, you can't just reveal your secret identity because it makes you.
But
feel
they killed him, so it's all
And I was like, okay,
I
he
think
died.
Dr.
He's
Wells
dead.
is like the coolest character though.
I hate Dr.
Dr.
Wells.
Wells rocks.
I hate
Dr. Wells is the only reason this show works on any level. I think.
Well, he's
No,
definitely.
he's not the only reason, but he's I think
He's like-
he makes it interesting.
I
He
feel like
makes
the
it
story
intriguing.
doesn't revolve around Barry. I feel like it revolves around him.
It kind of
His
revolves
actions.
around.
It's
the
because
four of
he's
them.
the mystery. He's
Yeah,
the one
he's
that we don't
intriguing.
know.
He's intriguing.
We want to know more.
I hate Cisco.
Everyone
I like
hates
Cisco.
Cisco,
I
except
like
for you.
Cisco.
Cisco's
Cisco's
annoying.
funny.
I hate
No, he's
Cisco
not funny.
so much.
Every single time he says something that's clearly supposed to be a joke, I want to like turn the TV off and cry.
I want to turn the volume up louder and punch Alex while he's crying.
I really like Caitlyn, but I don't want her to become a villain because she doesn't seem like that.
Yeah, no, I love Caitlyn. Well, we don't have to discuss that because it might never happen.
It will.
Yeah, no, we
It
don't know
might.
that
It
for
might
a
never
fact.
happen. But like, they seem like they're introducing her as like one of the heroes, and so obviously. But I do like Caitlyn. She's interesting. Danielle Panabaker is actually doing pretty well with her. Introduction of spoiler for the mid-season finale. Introduction of Ronnie Raymond. What'd you think?
I was happy with it.
I was disappointed.
Really?
He didn't do much.
He didn't do much, but you know,
I don't.
I'm not gonna lie. When he like out.
Yeah,
that
no, but
was
it kind of
awesome.
he
That was
like
sick.
he walked all the way to Star Labs, blasted the guy with fire. Was like, "Don't talk to me," and then
really
left.
convenient timing.
Yeah.
Really convenient timing.
And yeah,
He was on point.
That was really stupid though. Like he randomly showed up,
Do
blasted.
you
the-
think that there's something like that they're trying to integrate?
No.
Integrate.
Integrate. There's the word that I was looking for. Integrate. Like you know how in the comics how Firestorm
Firestorm.
has the the head, the floating head.
There's two.
Yeah,
people.
I don't think
For those of you that don't know,
Firestorm
is two people pretty much sharing one body when they become Firestorm.
Right, and then
the white guy,
which would explain why he like doesn't recognize her like seemingly half
he
the
was
time.
really confused.
But
So I think they're
okay. We're getting out. We don't want to talk too much about Firestorm though. So back to opinions on the show. Does anyone have any great points or any like minor problems or anything?
Minor problems. I don't think I have.
I probably have a few more problems.
I want to mention the thing about every time he talks to Iris, the light just shows up behind his shoulder.
They have to do that.
I think it's really dumb that he's
Iris-
hiding his secret. That he's hiding himself.
Well, no.
I think it's dumb
you
that so
can't-
many people know
I
his
mean, like
identity.
the TV show. I agree wouldn't be as interesting if they.
I liked in
was.
Flash versus Arrow where everybody immediately figured out that Barry was Flash and everybody immediately figured out that Oliver Queen was Arrow.
Yeah.
Like it was of no issue of them to find
You
out.
know what was really nice? How Arrow gave him like his own little spot in the Arrow cave.
I also liked how he shot him in the back.
The Flash Arrow episode was probably my favorite. No, actually, the finale was my favorite.
Yeah, the mid-season finale.
Finale was my favorite. My third big problem. I keep saying this is the biggest problem, but my third biggest problem is the incredible, and this was the real reason I hated the first few episodes. It's really cheesy. It's like really cheesy.
Yeah.
The dialogue, like
I feel like
the
they're dying
jokes.
it down.
No,
I feel like they're
that's
dying
right.
it down.
It's gotten better.
Yeah, that's why it's gotten better. Is because they're taking themselves more seriously, which the Flash can actually be taken seriously, which I don't think they wanted to do at first. But like, especially with characters like Iris, their dialogue was trying so hard to appeal to the typical CW audience, which is like
Yeah.
They had a
teenagers.
really
awful.
They had a lot of really bad one-liners at the beginning of the show,
Yeah.
like Roomba and twerking.
Hey,
They were.
Twerk Team 2014.
The biggest problem I have with the Flash is I watch the Flash and Arrow regularly, and the Flash.
I don't watch Arrow. They both.
do I.
Especially at the beginning.
I'm not up to date with Arrow.
Especially at the beginning, the format of the Flash episodes is exactly the same as
Yeah,
Arrow.
I pointed that out to you. Every episode starts out with Barry running with a voiceover.
Right.
That's a title sequence, though.
And
is a title
it's not a title sequence.
Yeah, it is.
The title sequence is when the Flash pops up.
Shit.
And then like every episode ended, especially at first, with some big twist, and every single like the first like 5 episodes, every single one involved Wells, and I was like, I'm not surprised anymore. I was like, I don't care. Yeah, I mean, there are a few elements that work really well. Like whenever they take the Flash seriously, it does work well. But like I said, when they have him fighting gas and when they have this horrible dialogue, that's when I hate the show.
I'm really happy with the effects.
Yeah.
The effects are better than I thought they would
Because
be.
in Arrow, they're trash.
I mean, it's a TV show, so obviously the budget isn't going to be that high. But like
Right.
with the
They're
money that
doing
they
a
have,
decent job.
yeah, they actually are. Like, well, also they don't actually really need that many effects.
The
So the few that they do have are able to look better.
But like an arrow, whenever like an arrow is shot, like an explosive arrow is shot and it blows up, it's like I want to punch myself in the face. It's the worst effect.
The only time the effects in Flash are iffy is when they do super slow motion. Then they kind of get
Those are cool.
wanky.
I like that in the fight scenes. They actually have some really good fight scenes, and those are only when they slow them down. Like obviously the fight scene when the Flash just zooms by and everybody's like, "Oh, where are my pants?" And I'm just like, "Okay."
No, about the fight scenes, Barry can go into a crime scene, kneel down, look around for a couple of seconds without time moving, but he doesn't have the ability to dodge anyone's punches.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. So in closing, like I said, my big problems with the show, because they don't really have that many problems with them. My big problems, it's really cheesy. Villains are super underdeveloped. And like I'm glad, like just one point, I'm glad to see that Captain Cold and like, what's his face, Reverse Flash.
They hinted
they're
towards
going,
Heat Wave.
but I'm glad to see that they're going to develop more and return. Which is the problem is they know that none of the other villains, the one-offs, are going
that
to return.
important, right.
They're just going to stay in that prison. Which how are they feeding people in that prison?
They're
how,
not. They're
how are they
dying.
feeding the
They're
prison?
dying. They're
The
dead.
gas dies.
They're
The
all
gas
dead.
guy is dead.
They're all dead.
So is the other guy.
Who?
There's only one left now, right?
Yeah.
Who's in? I think it's just the
Steel
gas
guy's
guy.
dead. The gas guy died.
Yeah. Is anyone else in the prison?
The lightning guy died.
Lightning.
No, there's definitely someone in
the.
the prison.
Lightning guy's in the prison.
Didn't he die? It
It doesn't matter. And what was my?
Yeah,
what was
because
my?
Wells like
what was
absorbed
my?
something.
Oh, and I hate the actor that's playing Barry. Good things. The rest of the actors, I think Dr. Wells is really good. Caitlin is really good. Although I'm not really a big fan of the character, the girl that's playing Iris is good. When they take it seriously, the stories work. The action is good. And so yeah, that's my closing statement. Is anyone else going to say anything to say? You don't have to make a closing statement.
I'll make a closing statement. Well, I didn't really have that many things that I didn't like about the show to begin with. It didn't start off fantastic. I thought it was pretty good when it started off. It's slowly, definitely been getting better. The things that he had problems with, like the cheesiness, that's really been getting cut down. I don't like Iris that much.
Yeah, her
She's
character
kind of
annoys
annoying.
me. She cries a lot.
About the show, I do like. I think the action scenes are fantastic. I do like Barry a lot now. Wells is very interesting. Keeps you guessing a lot, which I like. And whenever Felicity's in it, I'm very happy.
Yeah, Felicity's hot.
Yeah, she is.
All right.
They took her
You
shirt
wanna
off
say
for no
anything?
reason.
Is it my closing statement?
Yeah, where are you going? Do not run past the camera.
Don't you run!
Don't.
You just knocked the camera. Final scores, we're all giving it a scale of 1 to
You gotta
10.
add special effects,
We all
right?
give it a scale of 1 to 10. What'd you give it?
I gave it an 8.6.
I gave it a 7.1. But like I said, if you were to take the first half of this show, I probably would have given it like a 4.
Yeah.
But it really steps it up towards the end, with like the last 2 episodes probably being the strongest of the show.
I gave it an 8.8.
So our average for the show was 8.2. We'll see how it continues. Hopefully it'll keep getting better.
I think it has a lot of-
The next episode is January.
Yeah.
Is Captain Cold in the first
Yeah,
episode?
I
All right,
believe-
cool.
I think it has a
So-
lot. I think it has a lot of potential.
So yeah, if you want to catch up, it's only 9 episodes. You can probably catch up before
On
the new
demand.
episode starts. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.